Okay, we're recording.
All right. Well, this is the first attempt at doing a live funnel audit in our new From Zero to Launch group. And me and Sherry Barker are going to critique each other's funnels or just give feedback in real time. So we're going to start with Sherry's. I'm going to share my screen.
I have to get a notepad and pen ready here.
Well, this is, going to be off the cuff, so we'll see how good it is. Okay. So you're seeing my screen with your page here?
Yeah, my video's not popping up for you?
Well, everything kind of got smaller, so I'm just seeing the window with both of us. But as long as you can see the screen, then we're good.
I can. I'm just wondering why my video's not showing up. Is Vimeo still having issues?
Oh, your video.
Yeah, my video is supposed to be on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay. I thought the only video I saw was this one.
Well, that's very odd.
Which I watched. So it sounds like you already had like a cool explainer video made, which is great. So, I mean, just to go right into this, what I already told you was I think that the branding looks great. It looks very professional. Like when I first looked at this page, I thought it was a regular website. I was like, wait, did she send me her funnel? Because you've got your logo and branding here. Online reviews made easy. That's a good tagline. I think it tells you immediately what it is, what your company is. Enabling people to grow their business through authentic online customer reviews. I like that too. It's succinct, says what you do. And this, I assume, is your hook. Grow your business with 5-star reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that works as a...
There's a lot more to it, but that's the simplest way to put it. I mean, managing your online reviews is now one of the top things a small business owner can do to improve their local search ranking.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk over people's heads.
Right.
You have to pull them in first.
Yeah, and I started with that a little in my own funnel, but we'll get to that later. But just, I got some feedback like you need to write at like a 3rd grade level, not because people looking aren't smart, but because they'll lose interest if you're too wordy or too clever. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely fits in with that. It's not too complex. I get what you mean. I don't know if it completely grabs me. That's the only thing. I don't know if it's hooky enough. That's just one kind of reaction I'm having. Review Ready gives you everything you need to acquire, monitor, respond to, and share authentic customer reviews. All you have to do is ask, and we'll even make that easy. So this does make me immediately wonder, like, well, what do you mean by this? How do you ask? And maybe you explain that down here. So I'm not saying like this is bad.
Right.
It's definitely like hooking my curiosity, so that's good. Feedback I've gotten on my own funnel is like, what's above the fold is most important. So you want to put whatever has the most bang for the buck up here.
Yeah, that's why I moved the video to over. I mean, if you had the window open further, then the video would show up there above the fold.
Oh, there we go. That's
why.
It was just, okay. This makes a lot more sense now. So yeah, I think it's good that you have this above the fold for sure, because as I discovered with my own funnel, people don't want to go right into reading big blocks of text.
Right.
And I like that you have the red button to do what you want people to do, which is sign up for a 14-day free trial. Maybe make this a little bit bigger, just because on mobile, maybe it'll pop even more. So this is like the 3 top benefits of Review Buddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Generate leads, boost search engine rankings, reduce negative reviews. I think that's good. I think only having 3 is a good number, and you don't have too much text with this. You have a little explanation, and I think that works. I would just, this is my little nitpicky thing, capitalize the R here just because you've done it.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a proofreader in addition to a copywriter. So what is, let me just ask you, after the trial is over, what is the cost for?
If they're paying monthly, it's $148 a month. There's an option to pay annually so that they get like a 15% discount. So that's like, it's a weird number, but I put it, you'll see on the next page, it's $15.10, but they save $266 by paying annually.
Okay, cool.
But basically $148 a month. So my thing is that it costs less than an ad. You know, a lot of people run ads in like local magazines and stuff, and it costs at least $250 to run one of those ads, if not more. And most people have more, you know, more people, more new business comes from managing their online reviews than it does from running an ad.
Oh, interesting. So are your target customers mostly like e-commerce or any type of?
I'm targeting local business, you know, anybody with a Google My Business listing. But it could be for online use too, because people need, even people with online businesses need Facebook reviews. And then there's all kinds of niche review sites that you can get reviews on, and it handles, you know, you can lead people to hundreds of different review sites from Review Betty.
Cool. Did you develop this software yourself?
It's a white labeled software. So just out of total coincidence, if you've been to ofareview.com, that is a company called Gather Kudos, and it's the same software. It's just I branded mine Review Betty. My brand is Review Betty, and I can't remember his name, but he must have done the One Funnel Away, or he's a big ClickFunnels user, and so he created Gather Kudos.
Oh, that's interesting. So, you know, back to my thing about the headline, the main hook. I'm really seeing, it's kind of hit me now why I'm thinking maybe it could be a little stronger. I don't really see anything up here about like what pain point you're solving. Like what would your customers be experiencing that would make them buy this immediately or sign up for the trial immediately?
Not having, you know, the pain of not having new business, or, you know, not being able to get their business seen online.
Or is it like negative reviews? Could that be?
Some people it's negative reviews. Yeah. It's both. I mean, some people, I haven't come across too many people that are so far that are having the major issue with negative reviews. Most people, it's just their business isn't showing up. You know, when you search like hair salons near me or something like that. But one of my customers, he bought a business that the previous owner was super rude. He was just a cranky old man, and people had left him a bunch of bad reviews, and he changed the name of the business, but he was still suffering from some negative reviews. And in his niche, like there's some really terrible people that like they're really ridiculously competitive, and they leave fake reviews. They have their friends leave fake reviews for other people, and he's having a ball with this. He loves it. He is texting me all the time, and he's like, oh my god, all these people are coming in saying that they came in because of my reviews. And like in the second month, he had like 3 people in 1 week bring him like estate collections that they would have gone somewhere else, but they went to him because they read the reviews.
Awesome. Oh, sorry. You probably don't want
email senders. Oh my god, that is not my video.
Yeah, so I watched your video, and then it started playing the next one, which I think was you talking about.
Oh my God, thank you for telling me
Perfect.
that.
Yeah.
That's important. I didn't know that my Vimeo account was set up to play the next video. So I will
Hmm.
turn that off.
I mean,
So you could refresh the page and it would go back to the regular explainer video.
yeah, I should do that since this gives a better impression of what people are seeing. Okay, cool. So I like that. It's a little hand pointing at 5 stars, which people, I think, recognize this right away.
What customer?
Oops, started playing. Anyway, yeah, I like that's a really good explainer video. It's
It's
cute.
really short and sweet.
Yeah, as they should be. So yeah, I mean,
I have the transcript and a copy of the video that is the sound effects only, so I could do it in my voice, but I haven't done that yet.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I would just say, for like a hook, you could ask a question, something like, is your lack of reviews hurting your business? Are you having a hard time getting found by customers? Just, I don't know, something like
Mm-hmm.
just a thought. I mean, as a copywriter, that's what I'm going to hone in on. So yeah, now we have a testimonial with a
That's the
photo.
one I just told you about.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think it'd be cool to have like 2 more, but maybe that's just what you have right now. Okay, so now we're getting into more of the sales copy. So I assume this is talking about benefits and features.
It's more like the pain point here. Like, I don't think there's a lot of, I think most business owners don't realize what's happening in the world of online reviews,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's like super important now, as far as your Google search rank and all of that. A lot of the old SEO stuff is going away, and online reviews and optimizing your Google My Business listing are now like going to the top of the list. So, and not responding to reviews, that kind of stuff. Like you have to be proactive about it now. You can't just let it let it happen.
Yeah, and I think Yelp kind of soured this whole thing for both businesses and customers because
Yeah.
people abuse it on both sides.
Well,
So
the good news is Yelp's going to become much less relevant
because of stuff like
because of
this,
the Google and Facebook are now the top 2 review sites.
oh, good. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure your target customers already know this, or they're at least aware.
No, they don't.
Okay.
A lot of them don't. I mean, if they're getting bad reviews, then yes.
Yeah, they're feeling the pain, so then they're
Mm-hmm.
probably Googling, like, how do I fix my reviews? But I like this line a lot because it kind of scares me in a good way. Like if I was in the position of a business owner, I was like, oh my God, ignoring your online reputation, leaving things with chance is no longer an option. Like that makes me stop in my tracks. It's like, okay, she's right. I gotta take care of this. I need to review Betty. So this is cool. I like the stats from customers. 90% of customers say that online reviews influence their buying decisions. 6 out of 10 customers now look to Google My Business for reviews on a local business. Yeah, it's great. I think this all, again, drives the point home of like, you cannot, ignore this at your own peril.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're back again to the main offer. I like this big, bold red bar. I think it really makes it stand out. So even if people are scrolling, they're just like, oh, yeah, okay, what is this? They could either click here or, oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Going out of control. Or down here.
So that's just a repeat of some of the stuff that was above.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that each thing is a verb, like an action word. And then this is cool too because you kind of sum it all that up in a coherent statement. Review Bitty gives you everything you need to acquire, monitor, respond to, and share authentic customer reviews. All you have to do is ask, and we'll even make that easy.
Honestly, that's just mirroring exactly what ClickFunnels does on their page, because they have a thing that says ClickFunnels gives you everything you need to da 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 da.
Yes, I mean, these things are templated for a reason. I bought a template for my funnel from Julie Stoyan. She has that
Yep.
real gorgeous. Yeah. So hers came the same way. It was like, put this here, say something about this here, and that was so helpful. It's just nice to not have to start from scratch.
Well, you had a template. I didn't. I had to create it all from scratch myself, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, it looks good. I mean, it looks way better than the majority of people in OFA who just use the share funnel. Because I don't know, I'm not a fan of that red, white, and blue color scheme. Just the way they have it. I don't know. I've just seen it too much, probably.
Yeah.
And you're using the same colors, which I don't think is bad. It's just you've switched up the format, which I like. Okay, so this is like giving an example of what it looks like.
Yeah, the landing page. So basically, Review Betty creates a review funnel. So you either email or text the customer a link, and it takes them to a branded landing page where they're invited to leave a review.
Okay, so all of these are like screenshots from the product.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I guess I just wish they were kind of in their own boxes, or because it just the text being off throws me a little
Like
bit.
each section or the columns?
Well, yeah, and I wanted to do this in my funnel, and I'm not sure if it's possible when you're using the 2-column thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have a divider line or like make boxes, and that might not look good. I don't know. It's just kind of my first impression.
I think maybe the section in the sections you can have a line dividing the sections. I'm not sure if I could get a line just on one. I just went through that actually on one of my other pages trying to get a line on the sides of the column but not the top and bottom, and it wasn't working. I don't have a way to do that.
Okay, well, I mean, this isn't bad. It just makes me think like, why aren't these lined up? But I get it. But you added a photo here or a screenshot here, screenshot. So they just all have different text alignment.
Oh, I could probably add some padding into the image above to make it slightly more in alignment.
Yeah, like maybe remove a little bit of padding here. Yeah, just a lot of white space. Oh, you switched up the button color. I like that. And these are more screenshots.
Right. So the top one is just showing that you get an email notification every time you get a new review, and those emails can go to as many staff members as you want.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. I like this scrolling image.
That's just showing people like it's not just Google and Yelp, that there's actually hundreds of review sites. If it's a doctor's office and they want to be on health, driving people to health grades to review, or if it's a lawyer and they want to go to Avo, like you can send them to whichever sites you want.
Cool. I like that. Oh, I see what you did. So you kind of kept repeating the
Just like ClickFunnels does.
yeah, like 5 times, 6
Yeah.
times, and then you're interspersing with more screenshots. Cool. And then is this your line or is this from?
That's my line.
Okay. While spending money on expensive ads and let your customer reviews generate leads for a fraction of the cost. So yeah, that point you made to me where you called out the number of like this costs less than what most people spend on one ad. Like I think that's powerful. Like maybe add that in somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, and there's an I missing in positive. See, there's my proofreading eye.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, no
You have
worries.
no idea how many people have seen this and they didn't comment on that.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trained like that. But that said, I missed some typos on my own site until I looked at it again on mobile, and I was like, oh gosh. Like
I don't like to let anything go out without 3 eyes looking
yeah,
for that kind of stuff. 3 sets of
yeah,
eyes, not 3 eyes, 3 sets of eyes.
right. It's especially important for me as a copywriter because I have a bunch of mistakes, then it makes me look like I'm not a good copywriter. Okay.
So you said I should create or say something about the cost of Review Betty versus the cost of ads?
Yeah, I think that's a powerful, persuasive tactic to
Okay.
say that, because it drives it home. Like, because I think reading all this, someone will be like, "Oh yeah, awesome, sounds great,"
Mm-hmm.
they think about this, but maybe they would put it off because they think they're doing fine with their ads, but then
I've had a lot of customers or clients in the past that did big, postcard direct mail campaigns and maybe it cost them $1,500, the cost of Review Betty for an entire year, and they got like one client out of it or one customer out of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think that's a good thing to point out. So I clicked on the join, get your 14-day trial button. So now I'm on your order form. Yeah, I think that's cool to throw in another testimonial.
It's just a quote from a SEO expert. It's not really a testimonial, but it's his opinion that this is the number one thing that business owners should focus on.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. It lends even more authority to this. This is cool too. You have just two choices, so there's no confusion. Yay, and there's an order bump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for your order bump, you have the new ebook version of Business Owner's Blueprint to Customer Reviews to help you turn review sites into massive lead generating machines. It's phrased as a question. Do you want this? That's cool. Click yes to add this to your order. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's great.
I'm just going to put a shout out here to ClickFunnels Pro Tools or CF Pro Tools.
Mm-hmm.
I just signed up for the free version, and that's how I got the image inside the order bump. Is
Oh, yeah.
he shows you the code that you need to put in order and how to make that happen.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting that tool. Don't have it yet. I think I have the same problem. I really wanted to put in the image, and I was able to do it, but it didn't look that great. Like I think you can add a very small image right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. So cool. Thanks for sharing that tip. Okay, yeah, I think this is great. I don't see anything.
You don't think the price is like some people have commented that the 1510 is weird, but I tried to fix that by saying you're saving 15% or $266 so that it doesn't seem so weird. Like it explains the
Yeah,
number.
yeah. I mean, how else are you gonna show that?
Every time I have asked for a review on my funnel, which isn't that many times, but it's a handful of times. Like everyone has a different opinion about the price.
Well, I think the only thing that came to mind for me, and I see this a lot in other funnels, is you could just maybe calculate what the price would be normally if people were paying 148 times 12, and then cross that out and put 1510, and then maybe this line goes underneath that. Just
You
a
don't have
thought.
that much room in
Okay.
ClickFunnels doesn't let you. I can barely get that save 15%, 266 in there.
Okay.
Like it's just barely fitting in the. They don't give you endless, or it bumps it down to the second line. It just looks really weird.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then I would say,
I can definitely add in the top one in parentheses how much it is a year though, so that they can see that.
yeah, that might help. But I think this probably is, since you have limited real estate, that's probably the most important thing to share. People like bargains, like
Mm-hmm.
discounts. Okay, so I'm gonna look at your OTO page now. This is the typical thing. Warning, do not press back or reload. I don't know if that's actually true, but anyway, they all have it.
Right.
So your OTO offer is a Review Betty concierge service for $97. So that's kind of like an upgrade to the standard Review Betty.
What I find is most most clients, when they sign up for Review Betty, they realize, and we start looking at their review sites, that they realize that they haven't claimed their Yelp profile, or they haven't verified their Google My Business listing, or they don't have all the information in their Google My Business listing, or they don't know about all the new features in Google My Business, because Google just added all these new features. You can actually post like you do on Facebook on Google My Business, and you can create offers and all this stuff. So you can have people messaging through Google My Business. So most people don't know that stuff, and so I created this to solve that problem.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm seeing people do this a lot, where especially if they're selling like a funnel, some kind of software, and it takes a little bit of savvy to set it all up. Like
Mm-hmm.
at least all this insider stuff, like the thing about claiming your Yelp page, or optimizing your review profiles, that could take someone a lot of time on their own to figure out. A lot of people just want to have it
And they
done.
don't know how to do it, or
Yeah, so I think that's a great OTO. I like that. Yeah, and I didn't see anything wrong with the copy, no typos or errors. So just, yeah, so now you're breaking down everything it does. I think this is cool too. So you're missing an R here, onboarding.
Thank you.
Sure. Um, I like how it's split, where you say everything they get with the VIP onboarding, but then you say all these additional services. It kind of scratches that bonus itch like people want.
Well, I also don't want them thinking, well, I was getting all that stuff anyway, because that's what Review Betty is. So why am I? But it's actually like it's extra, extra VIP customizations.
Yeah. Okay. So let's read through this real quick. Custom branded landing page invites a customer to review. The review funnel will be customized from start to finish. I'm just kind of reading to myself to make sure it sounds good, there's flow, and also proofread a bit. Stream your latest positive reviews to your website. Yeah. I like that. That's cool. Custom social media graphics. That's a cool little add-on. Okay. Leave this part. Google My Business will optimize your Google My Business listing. All the new features. Cool. Don't see anything wrong here. Niche review site. We will help you select one additional review site and optimize it for you. So something that they might not know about or have heard of, right?
Yeah, I guess I could put examples in there like I did on the first page, but such as TripAdvisor, Airbnb, health grades.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that would help. So they don't have questions. Review scan, a complete report showing your current online reputation across all review sites. Um, you're missing a period here, so just for consistency. Online presence audit will provide a complete report showing how your business shows up online and any corrections that need to be made to profiles, location, hours, phone numbers, etc. Now just put a period after etc. to be correct, along with actions you can take to improve your overall online. Yeah, other than those two typos, I see nothing wrong with this. I think it's good. Oh, throwing a little red herring in there. I'll also throw in the ebook if you didn't get it before. One thing I wonder is if they did do the order bump, if they then feel cheated, they also wanted this. I don't know. Maybe that's not a huge concern though.
It was $9. It's
Yeah,
$10. It's like
yeah, I think that's fine. Now this is cool too. Was $297. Just telling people they're getting like a special discount.
This page was created from a template in the Funnel Hackers Cookbook, but I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, cool. What happens if I hit no?
It just takes you to the thank you page
Okay.
where it tells you what you purchased already, I guess, and then like if they just purchased Review Betty, so it would just give you that.
Cool. Yeah, I really like this image here.
Oh, you do? I
Yeah.
was desperate to find a replacement image for the weird stock photo that was in the template page. And I just threw that in there yesterday. I was like, oh,
Oh,
I'll just put that in there for now.
is this what Review Buddy actually looks like, or is it just
No, it's just a stock image of, reviews.
Yeah, I do like it though.
Okay.
It conveys immediately what it is. Okay. Oh wait, I think I went past something. Let's see what happens if I click yes. Oh,
Because
I
it
guess,
doesn't have your information in there, so.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, oh, okay, I just didn't notice this before. The Marketing Mavens, is this your Facebook group?
Yeah, I should probably just put a description in there. It's like marketing hacks for business owners. It's not exactly what it's called, but that's what it is.
Is
It's
it,
like marketing tips and tricks for business owners.
yeah, is it for any business owner or is it kind of targeted more to,
Any business owner. Yeah, I'm going to address both online and brick and mortar.
cool. I'll click on it just to make sure it works, but I'm sure it does. There we go. Went right to it. Oh, that's cool. I like this image too. Was that from a stock photo?
I No, I created that in Canva.
Cool. All right. Well, that was my review. Or audit. I didn't see a lot of things that really struck me as like, oh my God, you have to change this.
And what was your opinion? What is your opinion on the OTO page? Does it need a video or is it okay without the video?
I think it's okay without. I think it's pretty straightforward. Like, you know, why someone got there would want that. I think it's more important to have all this.
Right.
I guess you could say that in the video.
It's hard to go through all that in a video.
Yeah,
And I wasn't going to. I was like, okay, I can't discuss all the details. You can read about it below. But the bottom line is this, is what the video is going to say.
They say people don't want to read a lot, but I think if they're interested in the service, they'll at least scan this. Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted an opinion on is on the first page, I have the pop-up when you try to leave the page.
Yeah.
And I have very mixed feelings about it. I hate those pop-ups, but a couple of people have said to me, they were going to leave anyway. But
Yeah.
if somebody accidentally, puts their cursor up too high and they didn't mean to leave, then to me it's like, why did I get this pop-up?
So what happens if they do fill this out?
They get, so it says click scan my reviews for free. It asks them for their email address and info, and then they get a report that shows all of their online reviews in all the different sites, and it gives them a score, like how well they're doing, and it shows like if they have any unclaimed profiles, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that. I would leave it because if someone's about to bounce and that pops up, that might pull them back in. Like, oh, wait a minute, I do want to know what my reviews are saying about me, or might as well do this. And then if they find bad stuff, they could come back here and sign up.
Right. Well, plus it puts them in my email list so that I can do that. but it doesn't look like you're seeing the entire form all at once. I changed the size of the pop-up, and it looks like you had to scroll to see the different fields of the pop-up. So I guess I have to go back and make that pop-up a bit bigger again.
Well, not necessarily. It could be my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Issues. I haven't been able to update my browser, and so that's making a lot of things look weird. So don't necessarily go by that.
Okay. We'll check with some other people, make sure that it fits all on the pop-up.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. I hope that helped a little.
Yes, you caught a lot of things that nobody else has. So thank you very much. And that Vimeo thing is really important. I don't want my old video from however many years ago about productivity showing up there. So hang on just a second. Let me get ready to do yours.
Yeah. And Sherry and I were on the same funnel audit yesterday where my funnel was gone over, and I have not yet made all the changes. So I'll just give that caveat. But I'm always happy to hear from have fresh eyes look at it, because you might, not see the same things that Mario did, or you might have a different impression. So.
Okay, so sharing the screen. I got to go to the right page though, because let's see.
Pages.
So you had two different pages that were you gonna test, or
yeah,
okay.
just my squeeze page. I was split testing, but really it's, on one they get offered a sales funnel template for coaches and consultants, and I'm thinking I can take that part off for coaches and consultants, because really it's for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And what you have here is the other version, which is, first I have an updated photo showing a laptop and not like a retro typewriter, because a couple people commented like, why are you showing like out of date tools? I just like the typewriter image, but I see what they're saying. I was going to test.
Those of us that are typography geeks might like the typewriter, but I don't know. I honestly, that was not a thought in my head when I saw your initial funnel review.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a cliche to use like pens, typewriters, laptops for copywriting sites, but until I'm able to like actually have a real photographer do something.
Right. I don't think that's making or breaking your funnel. So, cool. So I did agree a little bit with Mario about colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you have, because this is a template that you got from, is it Julie?
Yeah, Julie. Funnel Gorgeous.
And you don't, because there's images in the backgrounds, you can't completely change your color scheme, and that would be a nightmare. So if you're interested, I just wanted to see this color at the top pop a little more.
Yeah.
And then I
just think red.
And then there's a couple of areas where I would like to see red, or so I actually created a color palette for you that I'm gonna send to you. That actually it's just slightly different versions of the colors.
Yeah.
That you can, so that your text will pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
This bronzy color. What's that?
This bronzy color was actually the bold color for their template, but
to me it just does not pop enough, and so I created there's a color that's just, it's very similar. It's not going to clash with any of the images in your background, but I think it'll stand out a little bit more. And then I thought you could use instead of just black, you could use like a dark navy, or it's kind of a dark grayish navy, I guess is the color. And then I added in a red, so that wherever you want to highlight something in red, it's not really a bright red. It's like a subdued red it stands out, but it won't clash against this whole color scheme you've got going on.
Yeah, I like that. When I kind of played around with it a little bit yesterday, I chose like kind of a more a burgundy-ish red, not
Hmm. That's what it
so,
is. It's like a
yeah,
subdued.
cool. And that's my favorite color. Burgundy is my favorite color. So having that in my funnel would,
It's mine too, as you could
yeah,
see from my my site.
it would definitely fit, my personality, which is, and someone told me, they saw my squeeze page and they're like, oh, this really fits your brand. I was like, really? How? And he's like, well, it's soft and mysterious. I'm like, wow, thanks. It sounds like you're comparing me to the Mona Lisa or something. I think that's because my Facebook photo is me in a fedora
Oh, the hat. Yeah.
with kind of like a, you know,
Yeah, it works.
Mona
Um,
Lisa smile.
that's something you might want to add into this page, actually, is a picture of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't have a lot to choose from, so I
Because
guess I just,
you do talk about, from your personal, from this, not on this page, but going forward. Um,
yeah.
and so you might want to add a picture. I don't know if it's possible because of the images and stuff, but if you can eliminate some of the padding here, the white space here.
Yeah, I don't think I can, unfortunately. I mean, I will message Julie and Kathy or the creators and see. It
I
might,
might be able to, I can help you with that.
yeah.
Not right at this moment, but we can definitely, after the review, I can go